everybody. So today's video is going to be about my physical book haul. I have a lot of physical books over the last 3 months that I've bought from various places, and I also have a lot of ebooks and audiobooks, but this is not going to include those because that could be a whole nother video by itself. And I might make a video of that one, I'm not sure, but right now this is the physical book haul. And I have 6 different categories of books I'm going to talk about. First, I'm going to start with, actually it's not, it's 7 categories of books that I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to start with a children's book that I bought. So Amazon has going on right now this buy 3, get them for 2 deal on some of their books, and so I went through my my wish list and I looked for all of the ones that were in that deal. This one was on the list. It's a book that my kids read, The Very Quiet Cricket by Eric Carle, when they were little, except our copy is all torn up, and believe it or not, I still have a lot of the books that my children read when they were little. So I wanted to replace that one because one day we will have grandkids, and so this one was on the deal. I picked this one up. I love Eric Carle's books. They have beautiful pictures, and of course this one has the little cricket chirping at the end. The kids loved that when they were little. So got this one. Next book I got is, well, the next category would be comics. We went to the used bookstore that's near our house, I guess a month ago, and my daughter found these. She knows I love The Far Side. And we found this one, Bride of the Far Side. And this one, A Far Side Collection, Last Chapter and Worse by Gary Larson. And then, okay, so I like interior design a lot and decorate my house, and I decided that I needed some coffee table books. Well, as a reader, I don't want just boring coffee table books. It has to be something I'm gonna like. I'm gonna have it out for people to see. And so I went to Ollie's, which is a discount store, and I found several different coffee table books, but I picked 3. Thought this one was really interesting. It's about swords and sabers, and has a lot of photos and history on different ones from different places. I've already had people look through this one while it's been sitting on my coffee table, so I guess I'm not the only one that finds it interesting. Also, I found this complete book of heraldry, which I also thought was interesting. And then I also enjoy art. So Monet is one of my favorite artists. I like Impressionist art a lot. So I bought this book, The Life and Works of Monet. And then on Amazon, I found this big coffee table book, John James Audubon's Birds of America. I love birds, and this has every single one of the bird paintings that he did. So I bought that for my coffee table too. And now we get to the good stuff. All right, so these are the fantasy books that I bought. So for book club, any of you that have been following me already know that we read the first book in this trilogy, the Scholomance trilogy by Naomi Novik. a couple of months ago as our book club book. And so after reading that one, I wanted to read the second book in the trilogy. And while looking at on Book Outlet, I just happened to see that they had this beautiful hardcover copy for $5.99. So I picked it up. And it is a very beautiful copy. It has the map of the school, which I absolutely love. And inside. And I've already read and reviewed this book. Unfortunately, I wasn't as crazy about this trilogy as I was hoping I would be, but if you were curious about what I thought, you can read my reviews. Now, I also found this book on sale on Amazon, and I've read this series and really enjoyed it. It's the Bridge of Darnath by Carol Berg. And this is not book one. This one is book two. It just happened to be on sale for about half the price it usually is. So I picked it up while it was on sale. I still need to buy the other books in the series. But yes, so this was Guardians of the Keep by Carol Berg. Then I had this one on pre-order because I love Timothy Zahn's books and I'm enjoying this series a lot. This is book 3 in the Icarus saga, the Icarus Job by Timothy Zahn. And next, while I was at my local used bookstore, I also picked up this, which is on my to-read list. It sounds interesting. I've seen another review about this book before. And so I started not to buy this one because I'll probably, if I do read it, end up reading like the ebook or something, because I can switch between, reading and audio when I read that way, and I kind of like doing that. However, this was a copy that's in really good condition, so I decided, why not just buy it? So I picked up Imager and by L.E. Modesi Jr. Sorry if that's not how his name is pronounced. Then, also in the fantasy category, but it's also a category all on its own, is Brandon Sanderson books. Okay, I bought quite a few Brandon Sanderson books over the last couple of months, and I'm going to start with saying that I did not back the Secret Projects Kickstarter, and I kind of regretted it, but the weird person I am, I'm not a super fan of Brandon Sanderson, but I do enjoy his books, and most of the ones I've read I do really like a lot. Some of them I've loved, but since I didn't know what they were, I was like, I'll just wait and see what everybody else has to say about them. So anyway, I didn't back the Kickstarter, but he has them for sale on his website, and I decided to buy them. The only difference is they're not signed like the Kickstarter ones are, but that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. So yes, I bought Tress of the Emerald Sea. It is indeed a beautiful book. I'm pretty sure that most of you have probably seen many reviews or booktube videos about these books and have seen, what they look like and have heard about them. I have yet to read any of them, but I will. And here's the back of this one. Then this is the second book. Nice in covers. Let's see if I can find an interior art. And there's Yumi. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I was having a hard time remembering the name and seeing it. Okay, so this one is the third one that was published. Let's see if there's a page inside to show you. Here we go. It's beautiful artwork in all of these books. And then the fourth one was The Sunlit Man. There's a picture on the inside and the back cover. Then I picked up this book. I've been collecting the Skyward hardcovers, and I've bought 2 of them on Book Outlet. This one was at Book Outlet. It's been there for a while, and I finally decided to buy this one. It's a bind-up of the novellas, all in one. So, Skyward Flight, the collection. It's Sunreach, Redawn, and Evershore. And it's by Brandon Sanderson and Janci Patterson. So when I eventually get around to reading these one day, I'm excited to have them in hardcover. I am going to try to read more of my books in hardcover. That used to be how I read them, hardcover paperbacks. I never read electronic books before, but it's just how it is now, ebooks or audio. But I would love to get back to reading more of my physical books, because it's just, there's just nothing like it. Okay, I also bought this one on Book Outlet, and this is Legion, The Many Lives of Stephen Leeds. This is a bind-up of the different stories that are about Stephen Leeds. I don't remember the names of the individual books, but picked this one up. And then lastly, I've got these 2. This one, Dawn Shard and Edge Dancer. These are the novellas that are tied to the Stormlight Archive series. I picked these up on Amazon. These were in the deal to buy 3 and get them for 2. And I was surprised at how small these are. Now we're gonna be moving on to romance or women's fiction type books, and I've got quite a few of these. This one was in the 3 for 2 deal on Amazon, and this is The Reluctant Duchess by Rosanna M. White. I really enjoyed this book when I read it, and I've been collecting this series. I've been collecting all of her books, all of her Rosanna M. White's books that I've read and enjoyed, and I did not have this one yet. I still have 1 book left to collect in this trilogy. Then I have this one on pre-order. This is Sarah M. Eden's The Best of Friends. This is the 2nd book, and it's a series, but I'm trying to remember what it's called. It is the Huntresses series. There. 2nd book in the Huntresses series, and can't wait to read that one. I really enjoy her books. Then when I was on Book Outlet, I also found these books. Now, a little backstory on this. I have never read any of Janet Oak's book, or Jeanette. I'm not sure how to say her name, but Jeanette Oak, I think. I've never read any of her books. But I watched the series When Hope Calls that was on the Hallmark Channel, and it got canceled, and I was disappointed because I wanted to know what was going to happen next. Well, I saw these books and I thought, maybe I'll just buy this trilogy so I know what happens next. So I'm gonna try them. I have books, all 3 books. There's, let's see, book 1 is Unyielding Hope. Book 2 is Sustaining Faith. And book 3 is Unfailing Love. So I will eventually get around to trying those. And then next, also at Book Outlet. Book Outlet gets me a lot. They have good deals. I've read this trilogy by Molly Harper quite a while ago, a few years ago, and it was so fun. So it's the Southern Eclectic trilogy, and I think her books are funny and charming, and I love the southern town in this book that this trilogy was set in. So this is not the first book. This is the 3rd book in the trilogy. It was the one that was available on Book Outlet. So I bought this one first. Still need to buy the other 2. Give Me Some Sugar by Molly Harper. Okay. And next, there is a Julie Clausen book that was on Book Outlet that I bought. This has been there for a while. This isn't one of my favorite Julie Clausen books, but I enjoyed it. So I thought, what the heck, why not? I'll buy it and have a copy on my shelves. This is The Bridge to Belle Island. Then I read this book last year and really enjoyed it. This is A Beautiful Disguise by Rosanna M. White, the first book in the Imposters series, which I think will probably be a trilogy. But I bought this book, and then this year, the 2nd book, A Noble Scheme, was released, and I bought it. And I've read and reviewed both of these. I really enjoyed those. Then, finally, last category is mystery, suspense, and I enjoyed the Aaron Falk, I think that was the name of the trilogy that Jane Harper wrote, and this is the 2nd book, Force of Nature. I've got the 2nd and 3rd book in this series now in hardcover. I still need to buy the 1st book, The Dry. But I picked this one up on sale, I think on Amazon a while back. Next, I have this book that I picked up on a Book Outlet. It was a young adult mystery suspense, kind of with a little bit of a paranormal twist. And it's called Like Never and Always by Anna Guire. And this was a really enjoyable read. I wrote a review for this a long time ago. It's been a few years since I read this. This is not the cover that I was hoping to find, but the original cover has 2 faces spliced together, which makes a lot of sense because of the book. I don't know why they changed it. I feel like it was a much better cover because of that, because it fit the book really well. But I can't find that one anywhere. So this is the one that I have, that I've settled for. Then I have a couple of Robert Dugoni books, A Steep Price. These are Tracy Crosswhite books, and In the Clearing. And I think I've only got 1 book left to buy in this series, of all the published books in the series anyway. It's an ongoing series, so there will be more. But anyway, that's it for my physical books that I bought. And I will go ahead and make a video eventually about the books that I bought that are ebooks and audiobooks. That'll be for another day. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye.